Hello, my name is Willy Donaldson, and I've actually had two distinct careers. In my first career, I was very fortunate to be CEO of 8 different companies and acting CEO of 3 additional companies from a board position. These companies spanned the globe and involved systems thinking and applying systems thinking and systems engineering in industries that included optics and silicon fab and construction and naval shipbuilding and repair, medical devices, services, smart materials, and others. And I've been involved in starting companies. I've taken a company public. I've run a publicly traded company, ran a huge international joint venture. So I did some very interesting things in my career, and I attribute a lot of my success to a grounding in systems thinking and systems engineering. My second career has been in academia, and all throughout my professional career, I established and taught in corporate universities and as an adjunct professor. And after the sale of my last company, I've been in full-time in academia. A friend of mine was president of a university and asked me to get involved. And it's been a real honor to help young professionals find their way along the path that many of us have traveled. In my keynote, I'm going to be discussing with you the importance of the soft skills in systems engineering. We often focus primarily on the hard skills of engineering and talk about how hard engineering is and how we solve really hard problems. But in socio-technical systems and unbounded natural systems, the soft skills dominate, and the axiologic realm and elements really tend to swamp all the others. So I hope you'll come away with a feeling for and realizing that there's a vast need for and an opportunity to apply systems thinking and systems engineering skills to mankind's socio-technical enterprises and the wicked problems that we all face as humans, and that systems engineers can and should take a leading role in solving or managing those problems. My friend Barbara Kellerman at Harvard wrote a famous article, "Leadership, It's a System, Not a Person." And in unbounded systems, there is no leadership. In natural systems, there is no leader. You can't get hold of it. All we can hope to do is coordinate our response among leaders to that particular system. Then in bounded systems, companies and not-for-profits and NGOs and governmental agencies, the system is the context for leadership. And so leaders must know and work with the system, or, in my opinion, be humbled by it. So our specialty systems are all important. There's a reason the World Economic Forum has identified systems thinking as one of the most important skills. One very topical example of this is the wave of digital transformation sweeping across all industries. Digital transformation must be enabled by and implemented using systems thinking, as the digital twin doesn't recognize any of the traditional corporate and departmental boundaries. It must represent the system, and we have to all understand that. And yet the reality is most boards and CEOs are not versed in systems thinking and often try to optimize parts of the system as opposed to the whole system. And this often leads to friction and underperformance and opportunities for us systems thinkers and systems engineers. So I really look forward to reconnecting with friends and colleagues who share a common appreciation of the power of systems thinking and engineering, and exhorting you to rise up and be part of the solution. So I'll see you in Ottawa. Take care.